What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Discovering MTG. It is finally here, the product, Ikoria Lair of Behemoths, a new set that's been long overdue. Supposed to get it last month, back in April, but the pandemic has put it on hold. And looks like I've picked up a few of the new Ikoria stuff. We've got Commander 2020 here with the set of all 5 decks that I was lucky enough to get in early and get all 5. Some people, they got less. Some people got onesies, twosies here and there. And if you were able to, one of those that were to get lucky, able to get in early, and got your 5 commander decks, then kudos to you. And then we've also got a booster box that we're going to open on the channel today, and just wanted to show off these promos that my LGS was giving away at the same time. So obviously, if you pick you have to buy in store at your local LGS in order to get one of these, buy a box, or you can just pick one up on the secondary market after someone trades it in for store credit or something, or whoever doesn't want one of these, because not everyone is interested in the buy a box promos. We've got Godzilla, King of Monsters, and it's a foil. Look at that foiling on there, man. That is super nice and shiny. And that's the first time I think who is it? Wizards of the Coast has collaborated with an outside company to make promotional cards, I guess. So Godzilla, if you're a fan of Godzilla, which a lot of people are, super nostalgic. We got Godzilla, King of the Monsters for 3 colorless and Gruul colors there. Legendary creature dinosaur. It's a 7/3 body with trample. Lethal damage dealt to creatures you control is determined by their power rather than their toughness. Dang, that's super cool. And look at that. It's a mythic rare. And then you'll notice the promo stamp right there, buy a box. And then we've got this Theros Beyond Death promo pack that they threw in there for good luck. I don't know, just for shits and giggles. Who knows? Anyways, I got that. Theros was the last set. And then we'll just... Oh, look at that. We got another promo pack because I bought this commander, all 5 commanders decks. So they threw that in there. We'll just go ahead. I'm not going to open all the commander decks up, but you guys can come check it out, just to show you what the Commander 2020 has entail. First we got, let's see here, Enhanced Evolution. That's cool. We got Arcane Maelstrom. We got Symbiotic Swarm. We got Ruthless Regiment. And then lastly, we got Timeless Wisdom. Yes, we got all 5 Commander 2020 decks. Without further ado, why you guys came to this episode, let's get into the full booster box opening of Ikoria Lair of Behemoths. Let me just put this aside right there. Hopefully you guys got your guys' product. If not, thanks for tuning into the channel, because today we're gonna crack this whole booster box. Now, this is the first time that they've ever done something this crazy with a standard set. And like the Master sets, like one of the recent Master sets, Ultimate Masters, they did a box topper. Now as I open this, you guys are going to notice something sitting on top, which is called a box topper pack. With the new Godzilla type art cards, I think they did like 19 different Godzilla type creatures to collaborate with the original Magic the Gathering card, plus the box topper. We'll open that last, then we'll just set that aside right there. We'll start getting the cracking. All right, here we go. Let's get our first pack. Man, this pack is super loose. It looks like, yep, it's made in Japan. Man, I don't know what it is about these Japanese guys. Look at that, all that extra fluff in there. Anyways, whatever. It's got a rip tab. That's why it won't open. So I guess these Japanese packs, and then I'm assuming the rares are probably in the front. So you're probably gonna get that like after your token. Yep, I was right. After your token. Here, let me flip this over real quick just to be sure. All right, yep. So it's gonna go token, land or foil, and then your rare or mythic slot, and then your uncommons, and then your commons. So do I have to do this in reverse? I think so. So that should be like that, unless there's one more. So let's do this. Commons. Just on the first pack. Oh look, hey, we got an alternate art card. We'll pull those aside because those are super cool. It's really neat how they incorporated the alt art cards in the commons and uncommons. Yep, and there's the land. And correct me if I'm wrong, that should be an uncommon. So we got back for more. And after we get used to... Oh, hey, there's another one. 2 in 1 pack. That's super cool, man. I'm glad because I really couldn't afford, after getting the commander sets, I couldn't afford getting the collector's boosters. So I'm glad that they had it in the standard booster packs as well. Our next uncommon, we got a Ikoria Crystal. And then so this should be our rare or mythic. Oh, hey, I'm glad I pulled... Oh, okay. Alright, I see what I just did. Glad I pulled that mini out. So thwart the enemy for our first foil card. Then we got Emergent Ultimatum for 2 black, 3 green, and 2 blue. It's a sorcery. Search your library for up to 3 monocolored cards with different names and exile them. An opponent chooses one of those cards, shuffle that card into your library. You may cast the other cards without paying their mana cost. Exile Emergent Ultimatum. That is insane and bonkers if you can pull that off, man. Oh jeez. Yeah, if you're staring that down on the other side of the board, you're probably not in a good situation there. That is something that I would counter immediately. So we're going into our next pack. Let's just do it the way the Japanese do. So we're just going in reverse. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, if this is a Japanese booster box or printed in Japan, Japanese print cards, then I think that box topper might have a one of those Space Godzilla Death blah blah blahs in there. The one that's highly sought after by everyone right now because of the current state of how things are, given the pandemic and all. So we got our next mythic or rare slot. We got a Mythos of Vadrok. There you go. And then you know what? I just won't read these because we got 36 packs to get through. So we'll just fly through them. Monstrous Step, Channeled Force, and Archipelago for uncommons. Should we make an uncommon slot? Yep. Rares over here, foils, altered arts. We'll do like tokens, lands. Give me a second, guys. Let me get my piles situated. We got our uncommons right there. And we'll do our commons like such. All right. Now that we got everything situated, let's go ahead and continue the Krakening. We're just gonna continue on this left side right here. I'm gonna try to get used to that pull tab. That's just so weird coming out of the standard pack like that. Yeah, it's weird getting the advertisement card. It's just so backwards, man. So just bear with me, guys. Our land cards. And we got Obosh, the Prey Piercer. Man, look at that. That's one nice companion right there. I hate playing against this because you know you're in for some fast burn type aggro decks. And man, it's gonna hit you hard if that hits the battlefield. And then we got our uncommon Stormwild Caprador. We got a Bastion of Remembrance and an Altered Art Lord Drakus. And then our commons there. Nice. Alright, liking the pulls so far. Oh, nice! I was wondering about these, man. They got the token punch out cards. That's a super neat concept. So we got our lands. Ooh, we got a foil with Mutate, a Parcel Beast. That's pretty bad. Badass. A Fromland Felidar for our rare. We got our uncommons. Reconnaissance Mission, Barrier Breach, and Clash of Titans. Then our commons. And I've been actually playing MTG Arena lately, and so I'm already kind of used to what some of these cards do. Kind of upset that there isn't pre-release this go around. I was fixing to grab a pre-release kit, but what's the point in grabbing a pre-release kit if you can't draft with it, man? That's just that's horrible. So hopefully they find some, like, a fix sooner than later, because and we got our first mythic. We got a Nethroi Apex of Death for 2 colorless, white, black, and green. It has Mutate for 4 colorless, Hybrid Selesnya, and 2 black. It's got Death Touch Lifelink. It's a 5/5 body. Whenever this creature mutates, return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's insane! Man, talk about some OP stuff, man. So let's make a mythic slot, right? That doesn't feel right. Right there. Yep, I feel kind of comfortable with those stacks right there. Alright, and we got Call of the Death Dweller, Avian Oddity, the Sprite Dragon, and then our commons. And why we're going through our commons is because we're looking for those alternate art cards, guys. Those alternate art cards are super dope. If you notice the art on these cards compared to the art on these cards, I think it's worth well noting. So we'll go ahead and just take an extra minute or two, you know, if you've got some time. If not, just go ahead and click through, no worries. And we hit another mythic, a Luminous Brood Moth for 2 colorless and 2 white. It's a flying 3/4. Whenever a creature you control without flying dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a flying counter on it. So man, say this moves in to attack, someone blocks, you guys trade, goes to the graveyard, but then this comes back with one of these flying counters on it, man. That's just super cool. Right there, there's your blue flying counter. That would go right on that creature right there. And then whatever ETBs that has, if it did have any, those would trigger off as well. I think Luminous Broodmoth is going to be a card that we're going to see in Standard for sure, if someone can make a build around that. There's our uncommons. So I'm super stoked about this set. As much as I've played it on MTGA before I actually got the physical cards, you know, I've been really enjoying this set, and hopefully it just doesn't get overlooked. One of those sets, you know, that just gets overlooked because of the current state of things. We got another companion, Zerda the Dawn Waker. Yeah, that's a cool companion. I've seen some builds around this this elemental fox there. That's pretty neat. We got our uncommons. Oh, and there we go. We got another alternate art card, Cavern Whisperer. Look at that art, man. It's just so different. The feeling is just so different. And I think you know, that's gonna, this set's just got a lot going for it. It's got big creatures, it's got cool art, it's got collaborations with Godzilla, the franchise Godzilla, and these Japanese packs are very hard to get used to if you're used to the American style packs. We got our first token, Dinosaur of Bloodfell Caves, and we got a Gloom Pangolin for foil, and then a Skycat Sovereign, and then we got some uncommons there. Spontaneous Flight. They're just like really neat creatures, foxes, big old beastie type creatures in here. You know, it's got everything that you want in Magic the Gathering, in my opinion. And hopefully this set appeals to new players. Hey, there's a companion card. Nice. I didn't know that they actually had a token for using that companion mechanic. And then we're going straight into our rare. We got a Mythos of Nethroi. Those Mythoses, I don't know about the Mythos cycles, but yep, they're there in this set. And nice, we got our Insatiable Hemophage, which is pretty dope. Alright guys, so my video crapped out on me while I was unboxing, and I got actually two packs in before I realized that my camera was not working. So we're just going to continue where we left off, and these next 2 packs have already been opened. I'm glad I caught it before, you know, I opened any more, because I have heard of cases where people have gone through a whole video without even recording. So I'm glad that you know, I was able to get those technical difficulties troubleshooted. And then here's that next pack. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm glad I caught that earlier than later, so that, you know, I could at least share with you guys today the rest of this booster box. So the next card, I've already seen Genesis Ultimatum for Teamer Colors. It's another one of those ultimatums there. So we got the whole ultimatum cycle. I don't know if they're going to complete it, or if that is the complete end of it. We got Skull Prophet, Boneyard Lurker, and Zagoth Mamba for our uncommons. Oh, nice. And we got a Migratory Greathorn for our Altered Art common card. Evolving Wilds. You can't reprint that enough. Please reprint it forever. Wizards of the Coast. It is a fetch land. It is a fetch land, that is for sure. We got our next pack that I've already opened up and I've seen for myself. I don't remember because, oh, yep, we got a Ketria Triome. Can't forget that one. In that altered art, which is super dope. I think that's really neat that they did the tri-lands. There is a setback where they come in tap, but they are fetchable. So, and you can also cycle them if late game, you know, you don't need that mana base there. But you know, a while back, a couple years back, I was thinking about fetches, just lands in general, and I started collecting the dual lands from Revised. I can't afford the previous ones from like Unlimited, Beta, Alpha. Yeah, don't have the money to spend there, but yeah, I came across a little bit of money, and I said, hey, you know what would be really neat and help my commander decks out is if I actually had a set of the original dual lands. So I started chasing those down. And now I have a full set of dual lands, which is cool. And then I'll just, you know, swap them in and out of my commander decks that I have triple sleeves. So, you know, they are protected, and I do play with them. So I don't like playing with proxies. I understand proxies. Oh man, and there's our foil rare, a Mythos of Brokos. Yeah, gonna make me Brokos if you keep that up. But yeah, unfortunately we got a Mythos of Brokos. That's cool, I guess. And a nice companion, Umori the Collector. I've actually appreciated playing against some of these decks in MTGA. They're super fun. So, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, like I was saying, hey, we got a Parcel Beast art, alternate art. So I started collecting the revised dual lands. And then I started to think, you know, like, hey, what if Wizards of the Coast, because they very much could do whatever they wanted to, print, you know, tri-lands without setbacks. And lo and behold, fast forward 2 years later to Ikoria Lair of Behemoths, we've got tri-lands. Now, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, but what if they printed quadruple lands? Just think about that. There'd only be a couple of them, but yeah, man. Or no, there'd be like, what, 5? Yeah, 5? Because you would take one color of whatever. Hey, we got another Mythos. Womp. Mythos of Snapdox. Alright, Boon of the Wishgiver. Migration Path. Flame Spill. But yeah, just think about it. You know, what if Wizards of the Coast did print quadruple lands? Quad lands is what they would probably call them. And I'm sure they would have a big setback because, I mean, obviously these tri-lands, they have a setback. Hey, look at that. We got another rare foil. A Labyrinth Raptor. Rakdos Menace 2/2. Whenever a creature you control with Menace becomes blocked, defending player sacrifices creature blocking it. Rakdos creatures you control with Menace get +0/+1, or +1/+0. And then we got another Ultimatum. That is super cool. Well, we're probably not gonna get a foil mythic. I'll be surprised. Yeah. So like going back to those lands, man, that I was talking about. So what says that Wizards of the Coast can't print tri-lands, you know, without any setbacks? I know on the reserve list, the reserve list is there for a reason, so they're not going to reprint the dual lands. Revised was the last cutoff for those, unless you want to get proxies. We got an Indatha Triome. Man, that is just those pictures. Compared to the alt art triomes, Look at that. Just look at the difference. The feeling there is just completely different, man. You know, I like it. I like both. They're both functional. They're both gonna do, you know, the job. But if you want that extra little bit of edge of, you know, just being classy, let's keep it classy, folks. Why not go with the alt art foil? You know. Yeah, sorry to go off on a tangent there in regards to the lands, but just, you know, that'd be insane. If you guys aren't really familiar with what I'm talking about, I'm telling you right now, that would be insane. These dual lands, some of these dual lands, they fetch $400, $500 in great condition. Oh, nice, we got a foil. I didn't think we could get foil alt arts. That is cool. A Regal Leosaur. And another Mythos Brokos. Oh, we got a foil of that, so that's why I feel like we got cheated there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you guys haven't noticed, man, if you guys have played Magic the Gathering for some time, or if you're just getting into it, Wizards of the Coast has these like stages where they just do crazy stuff sometimes. We got a Bonder's Enclave for our rare slot. They just sometimes do some crazy, outrageous stuff, man, and it's like, do you guys even think before you do? And I'm sure they do, you know, because they're all educated, and I'm sure you have to have a degree of some sort to be able to work at Wizards of the Coast and actually have a say in anything. So I don't doubt their knowledge, or I'm not knocking their ability to create and engineer good cards that are playable and that are right to be played with. Inspiring Ultimatum. You know, we try to just, you know, sometimes they make mistakes, and sometimes people just get mad and just bite the hand that feeds them. Huntmaster Liger. That's cool. Parcel Beast. Yeah, I try not to complain too much. You know, I try to see like all sides of the situation. Sometimes even when it's, you know, a bad situation, like what about the situation in the other person's shoes? You know, how are they taking it? And it kind of helps them better understand, you know, what the whole picture is, to see the holistic aspect of you know, the situation. We got height and reflexes for our first four, and we got another Mythic, Kindon Bonder Prodigy. And it's a legendary creature, human druid, 2/2 body for Simic colors. You can pay 5 colorless and Simic. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that mana produces. That permanent produces. Oh, jeez. That is insane. I will take that. Thank you so much, Wizards of the Coast. Alright. No malice, no malice. You know, just, I think I've got kind of an itch on my shoulder, being that, you know, it's taken so long for this set to get to me physically. But you know what we're going to do? We're just going to take a break here, and we're just going to... Oh my gosh, just smell the cardboard. Oh, I love it. That's one of my favorite things. Oh, nice. And it was worth the smell. You ask and you shall receive, because we just got ourselves a Mythic Alt Art card. A Vadrock Apex of Thunder. Legendary creature, elemental dinosaur cat. 3/3 body with mutate. It's got 1 and then a hybrid and 2 red. Flying first strike. Whenever this creature mutates, you may cast target non-creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. No way. That is bonkers. That is super bonkers if I've ever seen one, man. We'll set that over here with the other mythics. I don't know what I'm doing with these tokens. Alright. That is super cool. And I guess that did take my rare mythic slot. Man, that's nuts. Alright. Alright, well I'm starting to become more satisfied. Oh, nice. Another alt art card. That makes me happy, even though that they're not really worth much because of collector's collector booster products have really stumped the regular standard draft packs and the value of just regular rares and mythics. Yeah, I think that's something that they're still working on, because they're just, you know, digging into, you know, treading in new waters. We got a Sea Dasher Octopus, speaking of waters, but our uncommons there. You know, they're just like pushing the boundaries of Magic the Gathering, which, you know, as much as I have a love-hate relationship with, you know, the hobby that I enjoy. One being that, you know, I enjoy getting with friends and just creating magical memories, you know, and gathering. And then the downside of just, you know, having wallet fatigue all the time. Because, yeah, you know, you got to be able to support your hobbies. And, you know, if you're not in a good financial state, then I highly suggest not getting into the collecting aspect of MTG. But we got a Lutri, the Spell Chaser, one of the coolest otters out there. It's one and is it hybrid? Legendary creature elemental Otter. It's a 3/2 with companion flash. And it's got all sorts of neat abilities. Go ahead and check him out if you haven't played against a Lutri deck. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I was actually having a great time getting beat up, and while the guy was discovering how to pilot his deck, yeah, I just kind of sat back and watched, you know, what it did. So that was entertaining. You know, I'm not too spiky. I'm not too competitive. I like to enjoy the game for what it's worth. Human Soldier, Thornwood Falls. But with that being said, I do like to win. Mythos of Luna, another Mythos. Yay, Hornbash Mentor, Footfall Crater, Dire Tactics for our uncommons. We got some more commons because we can't have enough of those. Look at that, we just got a stack of commons. I'm just gonna set those to the side right there. And we're almost 2/3 the way through. I think this video might be a little bit long for some of you guys, so sorry about that. But yeah, thanks for sticking around for those that have, and hopefully you're enjoying the content I'm pushing out. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, like or dislike, tap that notification bell, leave a comment. You know, the more you can interact on my channel, I am happy for that, because that just means that you're having a blast and you want to put your 2 cents forth. So by all means, you have every right to. Oh, nice, a Garuda, Doom of Depths. This card is almost broken. 4 colorless and Dimir, 2 Dimir hybrid companion, 6/6. And it is insane when people flicker this card. I'm telling you, flicker this with Spark Double, yeah, you're probably not coming back from that. So that is super cool. I pulled one of those. Not sure if I'm gonna build something around it, because speaking of wallet fatigue, you know, I just purchased all this stuff, so I don't want to look into building a whole commander deck. I might do something like a budget option. We're starting on the right side of the stack now. 12 more packs to go, guys. Yeah, like I said, you know, earlier in the video, at the beginning of the video, you guys saw the 5 commander decks I picked up. I was lucky enough to grab those. Did get my stimulus check, and yeah, that, you know, that's like my little treat to myself. So we got a pork, you parrot, which I think the alt art card of that one is probably the best art in my opinion. Savai Triome. Got another Triome. I'll take that. Weaponize the monsters. Endatha Crystal and Sonorous Howlbounder. Yeah, so, you know, I might build a budget commander deck, you know, from the commander decks that I purchased. You know, some budget upgrades is what I mean. So, you know, throw like a Soul Ring in there, and, you know, something affordable, nothing too crazy. I do have my dual lands, so, you know, I could swap some of those tap lands out, like these. Oh, nice! And we just pulled one, a Savai Triome. Do you guys see what I mean now? The difference, the sheer difference in that art. That one pops, in my opinion. What are those? Are those gushers? Yeah, those look like a field of gushers, man. Oh, yes, that'd be delicious. I'd just jump on them, and what if you got stuck in if gusher was so big? You got a Savai Triome. That is cool. A Triome, Triland. That's cool, man. I'm really enjoying the set. I'm glad I finally got my hands on the physical product, because that's one of the great things about Magic the Gathering. You know, I don't know if you guys have checked out my previous videos, but in one of them I actually mentioned buying a booster pack is almost like, oh, the Ozolith. I'm glad I pulled that. Was looking forward to pulling an Ozolith. It's 3 colorless, or 1 colorless, legendary artifact. Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, it had counters on it. Put those counters on the Ozolith. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if Ozolith has counters on it, you may move all counters from the Ozolith onto target creature. I think that's a must in a green counters deck. So yeah, I'm glad I pulled that one. Hells yes. And like, oh, nice. We got a Dreamtail Heron. He is looking like he's on Heron. Okay. All right. So anyways, moving on. What else are we expecting in this pack? Those Godzilla cards. We got that box topper over there. I'm hoping for something spicy. Unpredictable Cyclone. It's kind of rough, you know, like I know I'm not going to get a lot of views on this one because there's so many people out there on the other side of the world that have done their openings, and they had like a month in advance to, you know, get that, while we were waiting here on the what do you call it, the east side of the world, or no, not the far east, the west side of the world, the westerns. Yeah, that's why they call us westerners. So, you know, as we just sat back and watched them, and we purchased those Space Godzilla cards for $200 a piece. Spontaneous Flight. Yeah, speaking of which, feel really sorry for those guys. Titan's Nest. I think, you know, the prices have dropped for the foil ones to about 20 to 25 bucks. Yeah, as of late. But yeah, for those that paid $200 plus, there is a little bit of hope. The prices might go back up, you know, because people are going to appreciate that card for the times that they went through, and, you know, they just want to remember, you know, the situation that we all went through as, you know, the Magic community had to deal with, which is insane. Nice, we got a Voracious Great Shark. Sharknado. That's cool. I think the price will go up a little bit more for the foil one. Non-foil, probably, like, you know, stick around the 20-ish, $15, 20-ish range. What are we doing here? Uncommons. So that's super cool. Yeah, man, but if you took your loss, or if you're taking a loss, I feels for you. Yeah. That's hype, man. That's hype at its finest. We got another companion, a Kahira the Orphan Guard. You know, one that I'm really looking for is that Luris. The Luris might get banned. Oh, nice. We got a Boneyard Lurker alt art card. That's super cool. I am looking for a Luris so that I can make a modern Luris deck. Probably do something like modern Luris Delver or something. Seen that build. Who was it? Reed Duke was playing that on Channel Fireball recently, like a couple weeks ago or a week ago. Oh, nice, nice. What did I say, dude? So look, oh my gosh, we got 2 foil rares, and then we got a mythic rare foil. We got General Kudro of Dranith, 1 colorless and Orzhov colors. It's a legendary creature, human soldier. It's a 3/3 body. Other humans you control get +1/+1, so it's an anthem. Whenever General Kudro of Dranith or another human enters the battlefield under your control, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. And then 2 colors, sacrifice 2 humans, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. And humans usually create tokens, so, you know, you sack a couple tokens and you get rid of that beastie creature, man, and just go wide. Yeah, and those beasts can't get through to you because those humans, man, are some savvy creatures. Yeah, I am super stoked about that. And then we got a Quartzwood Crasher. That is just insanely cool. All right, where do I put that? Right there. Nice. And if you guys don't know the backstory of the Ikoria lore, General Kudro of Dranith, which is a town, there's like a couple towns in Ikoria, the plains of Ikoria. What did I do here? Did I put my commons there?
Yes, I did. So Dranith is a town that the humans have fortified in Ikoria, and they are trying to protect it, and they have these like guys that go out and just kill the wild beasts just to keep the beasts from overtaking the city so that the humans can live in peace. Luca, the planeswalker that's in here, speaking of planeswalkers, I haven't gotten one yet, but Luca, the planeswalker in here, is dating his daughter. And so Luca ends up killing, I guess, General Kudrow. Planeswalker Narset of the Ancient Way. Here's another mythic rare. We got one, and I think that's Bant colors. White, red, blue. She's a legendary Planeswalker Narset for 4. Her +1 ability is you gain 2 life. Add Bant colors, spend this mana only to cast non-creature spell. Her neg 2 is draw a card, then you may discard a card. When you discard a non-land card this way, Narset of the Ancient Way deals damage equal to the card's converted mana cost to target creature or planeswalker. And her neg 6, if you can get her past 6, you get an emblem with whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this emblem deals 2 damage to any target. Yep, super friends. Yep. And Narset, man, she's just chunling away at that mana symbol there. She said, "Yeah! Yeah!" And then we got our uncommons. Yeah, like I said, Luca is like dating General Kudrow's daughter, which, you know, she only shows up in the Commander 2020 set. I think she's actually one of the legendary creatures there. She might be the commander, the spotlight commander of one of the decks. Yeah, but then there's some sort of feud, man. Luca just does her bad because he goes off on some sort of wild tangent. We got Colossification, which is a great card in Limited. I know you can get there in Limited with 7 mana, because usually Limited environments you're just playing 1 for 1. So yeah, you can definitely get ahead if you can do a 2 for 1, and then boom, 2020. But watch out, man, because they could just as well easily get rid of your creature with a removal spell. So if that's your bomb that you're relying on, you know, kind of work on your tactics a little bit. If you can pull that off and swing with it, that would be super cool. I bet that just feels so great. Swinging in with a beefy +20 creature. That's a lot of hit points. We got a feather token. And to finish it off, man, we got a Hunted Nightmare. I didn't get my Luca, or not my Luca, my Luris companion, but Hunted Nightmare is the last rare we gonna get. Oh, nice, and we got a Glowstone Recluse. That's super cool. I just love the colors on those, man. They just pop like no other. So, yeah, like I said, guys, go ahead and subscribe, tap that notification bell, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of Discovering MTG. Just going through these mythics real quick. We got a high mythic count of, let's see, 2, 4, 6, which isn't too bad. We got a foil mythic, and we got an alt art mythic. That is super cool, guys. All right, and then, oh yeah, before I go, wait, stick around, guys. We got this Ikoria box topper. Yes, I almost forgot about this. And we got the Theros promo pack. Man, all right, I gotta script some of my episodes. I think if I script them, they might run a little bit more smoothly, like trying to open this. All right, so without damaging it, don't damage it. All right, 1, 2, boom. A baby Godzilla Ruin Reborn. Gosh, you know, as cute as that thing is, you know, I wish I would have gotten something a little bit better. And then hopefully we can make up with this Theros pack that was thrown in for free. All thanks to my local LGS. Thanks, guys out there, for helping me support you. I could have just as easily went online and purchased a whole booster box for hella cheap. But so I think that's a promo code. Let me just check real quick, guys. Yep, that's a promo code, so I'm gonna keep that there. And then for our, oh nice, we got a Shockland promo. Yes, I will take that. Thank you so much. And then we got a Gray Merchant of Asphodel promo card, which is super cool. Believe it or not, that's an uncommon that's worth a few bucks. and an Erebos intervention, which is womp womp. That's cool, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and sticking around. Go ahead and smash that like button. Peace out.